Hello, welcome to the channel. We are going to talk about telling a new story, even if the old story is really strong. And I've got a personal example. So I've been working on increasing my wealth. I was paycheck to paycheck, old story, for a long time, and that is no longer what I want to experience. So I am being very on top of it. I've used Sammy's 10-minute method, which I'm a big fan of, obviously a big fan of her. She says it in the beginning of her videos. She's my favorite YouTuber, right? And I've also done the 10,000 affirmations challenge for increasing my wealth, because this paycheck to paycheck nonsense is just not serving me anymore. I don't like it. It feels terrible. And I'm moving forward. And you can move forward with a new story of your own in any capacity that you like. Whatever you don't want to see anymore, you can see the new thing, even though the old thing is still showing up. So when I got news that I would not have preferred from my bank and from my landlord, it was time to process that emotion, process that frustration and disappointment. I was hoping to trade a service for rent this month. It's not going to happen. So I am sitting with those feelings and processing them out by activating my parasympathetic nervous system. So I did some tapping. Tapping with Brad has one, I think it's like 1 million views. Let me see if I can link it in the bottom below. I'm getting better at technology, so how about I challenge myself and achieve adding that link. One of my online friends, Jess, we're challenging ourselves to make sure we do that once a day this week. And due to what happened recently, I decided to do it 3 times because I'm like, you know what? I'm not comfortable sitting in these negative emotions when I have the awareness to know that the negative emotion means I've asked for something greater and I want to allow that greater in. So you process the emotions by feeling safer, and that activating the parasympathetic nervous system will do that, and then getting on with my thought flipping. So instead of taking my headphones with me to the bank to set up an appointment tomorrow to fix things, because I will fix things, I just decided, I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and affirm all the way there and home. And I affirmed a bunch of things. So I really like money comes easily to me. That one feels very natural for me, really good. So I made sure I affirmed with that. That's like a kind of go-to for me. So money comes easily to me. And you can do that with anything. Love comes easily to me. SP comes easily to me. Feeling good in my body comes easily to me. You can do that with any topic. So I highly encourage that. And yeah, I just started revising in real time that I'm a perfect tenant. My bills are always paid, which is another one I really love. My bills are always paid. My bills are always paid. I'm like, yeah, my bills are always paid. I'm a perfect tenant. I've never been late for rent. I've never been late with rent. I'm always on time. I'm always on time with rent. My landlord loves me. And I know that part is true because I have evidence to support that. He's very good. I have been late before. He knows that I've been out of work for a while because the industry, the film and television industry, wasn't super busy. It's picking up now, and I have 2 jobs back to back, so that's going to be great. And I got a part-time job in a new industry as well, so that's fun. I'm going to be selling cannabis and learning about that, so that's interesting. So it's like, you know what, everything's coming along. It's just the full funds for April 1st. We're not ready yet. They're still in gestational period. They're still developing. So I revise and say that it's done and say that it's paid and say my rent is always paid. And I was doing some ask formations as well, right? So that's where we trot out the question, why is it so easy to pay my bills? And then I went a step further and I also did some, it's easy to buy my own place and have the money to maintain it, because obviously we know it's not just about buying a place, but if you decide to go that route, then you do have to have money if things go wrong and if things need to be fixed and if things need to be maintained. So instead of just having the money for my own place so I don't have to give someone else rent all the time, no, I have money to maintain my home. I have money to purchase and maintain my own home. I have so much money. Why am I so rich? Why am I so rich? Why do I have enough money to buy my own home and maintain it? I'm so good with money. Like Brad says in his video, I'm a great money steward. And money is safe with me. I'm magnetic to money. And as I was doing this, after I got to the bank, I made my appointment for tomorrow, which I know is going to go great because I'm already going to see it as going great. And that's what I'm going to fall asleep with in the wish fulfilled tonight. After doing that, I could still feel that tightness in my chest, right? Because I'm still experiencing some disappointment. Like, it's too bad that he didn't just, yeah, great, I'd love for you to paint. Because I paint. That's one of the other things I do. I'd love for you to paint the apartment upstairs, and I'd love to trade rent for that. Like, so instead of that happening, right, and him saying, no, I need the rent that I don't have at this exact moment in time, but I will. It's a totally temporary problem. But I was feeling that tightness in my chest, right? Because a little bit of that unworthy, a little bit of that old money story, a little bit of that I'm struggling story, a little bit of that blah, blah, blah story. As my mom and I would say to each other when we go down negative rabbit holes. She's great about keeping it focused on the good. So I just kept going. I just kept affirming anyway. And I tossed in some I'm my fullest of health as well, because that can never hurt. And I just kept thinking, yeah, I'm a money magnet. Yeah, this is easily solved. This is easily resolved. And the new issues that were brought up by my bank, I'm like, you know what? That person made a mistake. That's not what my thing says. That's not what my information says. My information says exactly what I would like it to say. And then I took it a step further, and I imagined my credit rating. I'm like, yeah, I have an 800 credit rating. Of course I do. Of course I do. My business is blowing up. My channel is blowing up. I lived in the end of my new money story, even though my old money story is quite present. And if I was in a position where I didn't have this strong foundation of law of assumption and of living in the end and of dwelling on the good and not the bad, that would have taken me down today. That would have put me into a sobbing mess of tears. And maybe I wouldn't have had the fortitude to decide, the strength to decide to affirm anyway. But guess what? I will not let this take me down, because this is not my story. That's old news. It's old news. And all of the things that I've been working on, because I did 10,000 affirmation challenge last month, and I did this month for money as well, it's just the shift into the new story. And sometimes it takes a tiny little bit for it to show up, but I will not give up. And money has come easily to me. I got a loan without even asking, a personal loan from a friend. I got 3 free concerts. One of them I do have to pay a friend back with, but I got 3 free concerts. Okay. And one was, and both were travel. Well, one was travel to and fro as well. My friend drove us out to another city, actually. Another one was my friend drove me home, which is amazing. When you live in a big city, you don't expect people to drive you home, because that's a far distance out of their way, right? It takes a lot of time to get anywhere in a big city. So that was very kind and thoughtful. And then a friend wasn't feeling well and gave me a ticket to a show in my neighborhood. So I was able to walk home. So I didn't need to pay for travel either direction. And I had a great time. So money is coming easily to me, right? Money is absolutely coming easily to me. I'm a perfect tenant. I'm always on time with my rent. I'm always on time with my rent. Why is it so easy for me to pay rent on time? Why is it so easy? Oh, and another thing, of course, forgot to tell you guys. I got a new job that starts next Thursday or Wednesday. Yeah, it starts next Wednesday. I got a job that starts next Wednesday. I've got 2 film jobs lined up in the summer. I've got another offer on the table. I know he's going to offer me a job. I can't quite take it in the way he wants now because of my summer film jobs. But so I have 2 job offers, right? And I have ideas on how to make it work with him, okay? I am getting, even though there's some gray area around it with the employment center I'm working with, because there's new rules, I'm getting some money for transit. Because when I asked for it, I was still out of work. And It's an hourly thing. And so I haven't accepted the second job yet. So because I just have the first job yet and it's a part-time job, I can still qualify. So that is 3 concerts, 2 jobs, and money for transit, and a loan, and a personal loan. So money is coming easily to me. Just not quite enough yet, but that's old story, and it's temporary because the rest is coming in, and I'm going to get everything fixed up with the bank tomorrow, so that's great too. But that's how to inhabit your new story, is that you can't give the old story the attention you used to. And I know what it's like. I know it's not easy. But also keep telling yourself, every time I tell the new story, it gets easier to tell. Every time I stay strong in my affirmations, it gets easier to feel them. Every time I devote myself to robotic affirming, even though I don't feel it, results are coming quicker. We get to do this any way we want, right? We get to make up these rules that we want. We get to decide that what we're doing is enough. We get to decide that we are enough, because just the fact that we want it means we get to have it. We just can't stand in our own way, which is why saturating our thoughts works so well, which is why the pain that I was feeling is gone now, because I saturated my thoughts with my new story. So you can do this too, on any subject. And please comment below if you like, and I will help reframe with you on any subject. Pardon me, just almost burped there. Just let's keep going with the reframing. Let's keep going with the affirmations. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So what are we doing? What are we doing that we weren't doing before? We're inhabiting our new story. We are our new story. Our new story is who we are. That's our identity. And the old story, it doesn't have room anymore, because the new story, we are going to be so expansive with it. We are going to grow it. We are going to plunge into it with affirmations, visualizations, SATs, whatever you want, right? Falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, meditating, being joyful in our movement, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system, all of that. We're doing all of that. We're going to sing joyfully, because there are beauty for these ashes. There is beauty for these ashes. There is beauty for these ashes. And we're just going to inhabit it. We're just going to take charge, and we're going to inhabit that new story, no matter what the old story has to say, because it doesn't run the show anymore. And I thought about that too, about the oldest part of my brain. And I looked around and I said, is a bus hurtling towards me? No, therefore I am safe, because I'm a perfect tenant, and I have a perfect landlord, and he appreciates me, and he knows I'm a great tenant, and I'm a great tenant. I'm a great tenant, and I give him a great offer that he just, he's got other things that he needs to do that make more sense for him. And so this conversation that we had made us both more abundant. I am abundant now. I am abundant now, and so are you, or you're loved now, or your body is how you want it to be now, or your job is improving now, or those 3P, they've gone now, or that person at work that's pissing you off, they're gone now, right? We stand in our new story. Our new story is where it's at, right? Our new story is where it's at. And we're going to allow it to unfold. And it's going to unfold. And it's going to unfold faster with the saturation of our minds, so that the negative doesn't get that foothold. Be proactive. Be proactive and saturate your mind, because it does work. And I had my doubts about Sammy, because I think I just wasn't quite on her level yet. But she's totally right. You just need the affirmations. And if they're not for you and you prefer visualization, or if you prefer SATs, or if you prefer meditating about your desire, or if you prefer appreciation rampaging like Abraham Hicks does, that's okay. But just make sure you do it daily, okay? Whatever process works best for you, do it daily and don't give up. Don't give up until it hardens into fact. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for reframing with me and revising with me and inhabiting your new story with me, because this is what we do now. We're new story people. We're new story people, and we're going to own that because we deserve to live good lives. We were here to experience love and appreciation and interest and joy joyfully, and bliss joyfully, and connection joyfully, and adventure joyfully. Okay, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and it starts right now. So I will report back at the end of the month because obviously I'm doing videos between then and now as well, but I will report back on the end of the month all of my successes, and so will you. So I will remember at the end of the month to talk about successes. April is Appreciation Month. My accountability buddy and I, accountability buddy month as well. We always want to have an alliteration for our months. So April is our month for Allison, and her name is Allie. So our April is Appreciation April. It's Astonishing April. It's Alignment April. It's Amazing April. It's Awesome April. It's my the birthday month of my mama's April. Her name ends in A, so maybe there's something there. But it's going to be a good month, okay? And I'm not going to let this little teeny tiny, infinitesimally small setback stop me. And whatever is threatening to stop you, you're not going to let it stop you either, because we're not old story people anymore. We are new story people, and we are people that are on missions, and we are people that get what we want. So thank you for being here and listening, and we're just going to have a really good month, okay? So that's a promise. Oh, and the first of every month we say white rabbits. That's a tradition in my family. So white rabbits to you. Say it back if you watch this today on the first of this glorious month of April. And let's get out there and let's experience what we want. And we'll experience it here first, mind and speech. I am abundant. My bills are easily paid. Money always comes easily to me. And up here I see it. I see it so clearly with my imagination. So whatever it is you are wanting, I want you to do the same. And I'll be back soon with another one for us to keep growing this fun community. Thank you to my OGs and thank you to my newer subscribers as well. It means a lot. I know all of you personally. So thank you. And yeah, let's just keep having fun. Okay. Ciao.